Created by an AFP forensic artist, this is what Gordana Kotevsky would look like today, age 41. Never before seen, it's a heart-wrenching image, prompting thoughts of the years and countless memories her family has been robbed of.
We have certainly missed out on a lot, but she's missed out on a lot too. The births of her nieces and nephews, family weddings, her brother's wedding.
A 2003 coronial inquest found Gordana was most likely murdered. Fearful a killer is still at large, a friend of Gordana's who wishes to remain anonymous recalled to me an incident here in Newcastle's Hunter Street Mall, saying Gordana ran out of a clothing store, quote, freaked out by a man she called the Spook. The man, who until this day remains unidentified, started turning up at her workplaces, Woolworths and Pizza Hut. Gordana's family says it may have been a coincidence or teenage infatuation and nothing more sinister.
If you do think you are involved in this matter or have something to offer, we'd encourage you to come forward, whether it is to rule yourself out as a person of interest.
The disappearance of the 16-year-old just metres from her aunt's home rocked the region and changed the behaviour of parents.
A lot of people that I've come across over the years, you just have to show them Gordana's picture and it's like, I know her, that really affected me, or that really affected the way that I brought up my girls.
Labor MP and former journalist Jodie McKay was the first to cover the story for NBN News in 1994.
Gordana had to cross busy Charlestown Road and then...
No one thought that this could possibly happen in Newcastle, and I think it changed Newcastle the day she disappeared.
There's been a $100,000 award for information that leads to a conviction for 20 years. Ms McKay wants the state government to raise it.
It is just extraordinary that despite all that evidence back then, that nothing has come of this case. And I think if it's a significant reward that prompts someone to come forward because someone knows something, then that should happen.
Gordana's is one of 3 cases being re-examined as part of Strikeforce Arapaima, along with missing teenagers Robin Hickey and Amanda Robinson.
In the New South Wales Police, we regularly go through cold case reviews, and these were 3 cold case reviews that had that particular Lake Macquarie feel that we felt if we put investment into it that there's something that we could get a result for.
On April 7, 1979, Robin disappeared, aged 18. She was last seen at 7:30 p.m. at a Belmont North bus stop. 2 weeks later, Amanda also vanished. She was just 14 years old.
She'd been at a school dance at St Mary's in at Gateshead, and she was on a bus, and she went missing about 12:20 a.m. in the Swansea area.
For their parents, April brought another painful anniversary, 40 years since the girls disappeared without a trace.
We just need answers, because you can't live like this. It's just hell on earth, heartache and suffering for 40 years.
Inquests and investigations delivering no answers.
Probably hopeful that sooner or later, perhaps sooner, that a solution will be arrived at and we can put it all behind us eventually.
Oh, you're always hopeful. You're always hopeful. You want something to happen.
The state coroner found backpacker murderer Ivan Milat's involvement couldn't be discounted in the likely murders of Amanda Robinson, Robin Hickey and another local woman, Leanne Goodall, last seen at the Star Hotel in 1978. Milat worked in the region during the late 70s. However, he was in custody at the time of Gordana's disappearance. But police are not focusing in any one direction and appealing for help to unravel some of the state's most baffling crimes.
Ring us anonymously if you think you have that missing piece of this puzzle. And it's never too late to bring that information to our attention.
The families, meanwhile, continue their long search for answers.
We're not giving up on you till we find you. And we love you very much.
Jane Goldsmith, NBN News.
NBN News, nightly at 6.